Hey, what's happening, y'all? Welcome back to another episode of Real Bizarre. Today we're talking about giants. Real tall people. Not just regularly tall, but really tall. And even though it may seem that being tall is cool, it often turns out to be very uncomfortable. I mean, nobody likes hitting their head on the doorframe. Alright, let's have a look at 10 real-life giants that you won't believe exist. Number 1. Igor Vovkovinskiy. Igor Vovkovinskiy was born in 1982 in Ukraine. Igor had a pituitary gland disorder, which quickly led to a condition known as gigantism. He needed treatment and he needed it fast. When Igor turned 7, his parents decided to move to the United States. Till this day, Vovkovinskiy lived in Rochester in Minnesota. Doctors didn't know what to do. They tried medicine. They carried out 16 operations which helped to slow down Igor's rapid growth. Eventually, the big Vovkovinskiy stopped growing when it got to the point of 7 feet and 8 inches. Igor's huge figure gives him a great discomfort. His back and legs hurt all the time. Every once in 2 years, Vovkovinskiy visit Ukraine to meet their family and friends. In 2013, Igor joined Ukrainian Zlata Ognevich as part of the stage performance at the Eurovision contest. The Eurovision thing was his mother's idea, as she thought it would help Igor to get rid of stage fright, which would be useful for his acting career in general. Number 2. The world's tallest teenager, Broc Brown. The tallest teenager in the world is 7 foot 8 inches. His shoe size is 57, which means that Broc's feet are larger than Shaq's. Broc was always a tall child, although lately his growth rate has increased dramatically. He grows almost 4 inches each year. If Broc will continue growing at this pace, perhaps soon we'll see the new world's tallest person. Broc was diagnosed with gigantism when he was 5. His mother was told that it isn't likely that the boy will reach teenagehood. Broc's condition is a genetic disorder that doctors don't know much about, and they're still quite uncertain if the boy will ever stop growing. Well, it seems like only time will show. Number 3. YEKATERINA Lisina. YEKATERINA Lisina is a woman you can't miss. Not only she's attractive, but she's also huge, especially her legs. YEKATERINA is the righteous owner of the longest legs in the world, frickin' 52 inches. Can you believe that? It's more than half of her whole body. YEKATERINA's full height is 81 inches. Not surprisingly, she's also a woman with the biggest feet. 47 inches is quite a number. YEKATERINA is a former basketball player. Surprise, surprise. She's a bronze medalist at the Summer Olympics of 2008. She's an honored master of sports, and she's in the Guinness Book of World Records. Because of her unusual looks, YEKATERINA became incredibly popular in social media. A couple of years back, she stopped playing basketball and went in a completely different direction and became a model. These days, she's incredibly busy. She does all sorts of video shoots and fashion sets. She gives interviews and takes part in all sorts of shows. She even wants to be in a movie. Well, way to go, girl! When YEKATERINA was a kid, she had a low self-esteem because she thought that other kids don't want to be with her because of her looks. Well, look at her now. She's got loads of fans all around the world and everyone wants to meet her. Number 4. Sun MINGMING. Sun MINGMING was born on August 23rd in 1983 in China, and even though he's a Virgo, this man seems to have nothing in common with a delicate lady. On the contrary, this guy is huge and manly. MINGMING started playing basketball at the age of 15. At that time, he was already 6.5 inches high. He's still a professional basketball player and rolls with the Beijing Ducks. He also did a couple of movies. His current height is 93 inches and he weighs 370 pounds. Sun MINGMING moved to the US in 2005 to prepare himself for the possible NBA career. In the summer the same year, doctors found a benign tumor in Sun's brain. It was attached to his pituitary gland, the part that stimulates the growth. The operation wasn't cheap. It cost MINGMING $100,000. MINGMING was able to gather the money through charity. The tumor was removed on the 26th of September the same year. Sun MINGMING also worked in tandem with Chris Tucker and Jackie Chan in Rush Hour 3. When people in China saw the flick, they started calling Sun names. They thought it was a dumb thing to appear in that film. Well, God knows why. Number 5. Lisina da Silva. Lisina da Silva from Brazil is said to become the tallest bride in the world. As the Guinness Book of World Records suggests, she is 6.5 feet high. Her 22-year-old boyfriend is way below her. He's about 5.2 feet, so the difference quite visible. However, the couple seems perfectly happy together. They've been together for a number of years now, and her boyfriend Francilando doesn't seem to mind the fact that his girlfriend is 1.5 foot taller. The happy couple lives in the city of Silinopolis in Brazil, and it looks like the lovebirds are about to become parents. Lisina is very keen on adopting a kid. When she was 11, she already was the tallest one in the class. When she turned 14, she was 8.5 feet tall. She stopped growing when she underwent a surgery at the age of 15. She was forced to leave school because she got picked on a lot. She found it hard to enter a school bus, and somehow her stupid classmates found it rather amusing. Number 6. MALEE Donji. When Thailand's tallest woman MALEE Donji was only 19, she was taller than most people. Her height was 6 feet 10 inches, and her weight revolved around 286 pounds. Now MALEE's 23. According to the statistics, men like taller women. They somehow find them more desirable. But MALEE from Thailand has got her own opinion on the subject of beauty. MALEE's parents figured early that their child was quite different from the other kids at school. She was much larger than her peers. When she was 9 years old, doctors found a tumor in her brain. They said that it's impossible to remove the thing completely. The only way to deal with it was an appropriate vaccination every 3 months. That way it is possible to slow down the growing process. Each injection costs $3,200, and that's quite a sum in Thailand. Doctors prescribed MALEE a lot of pills, which worsened her sight in the long run. By the age of 19, she was almost entirely blind. In the January of 2009, MALEE got into the Guinness Book of World Records for being the tallest girl on the planet. Before that, the record belonged to the aforementioned Lisina. Number 7. Zhang Zhangkai. Zhang Zhangkai is one of the tallest people in the world. He's almost 8 feet tall. Zhang was born in China, in the family of peasants. His parents and relatives are all normal size. Zhang started to grow faster when he turned 16. In 1999, they put him in the hospital because of the constant migraines. Zhang underwent the surgery and stopped growing when he was already 7.9 feet tall. His biggest problem is to find a pair of shoes, because his feet are enormous. Number 8. Morteza MEHRZAD. Morteza suffers from acromegaly. The illness made him unconventionally tall. As a Paralympic contestant, he's part of the Iran men's national sitting volleyball team. He's a gold medalist of 2016 as a matter of fact. Morteza had an eye injury when he was 16 when he fell from his bike. He also has a pelvic injury. Currently, Morteza's right leg is 6 inches shorter than his left. Number 9. Brahim TAKIOULLAH. Moroccan Brahim TAKIOULLAH was born in 1987. He's 8.1 feet tall. Brahim is the owner of the biggest feet in the world. Those are almost 15 inches long. Brahim also has a case of acromegaly. His legs and feet, his arms and facial features are all deformed. When he was only 18, at some point he grew by 3.2 feet. He finished the university and moved to Paris in 2006. The tumor was removed and hormones stabilized. At least now Brahim doesn't grow anymore. He decided to stay in Paris. He earns his living in the Parc St. Paul by allowing random people having their photographs taken with him. Number 10. Sultan Kosen. Sultan was born and raised in Turkey. He's the tallest man alive. He's 8 feet 2.82 inches high. This guy has the biggest body parts of all. Except for the feet. Brahim's got bigger ones. And of course, the enormous proportions are the result of the pituitary tumor. The man walks on stilts. He finds it very difficult to move on his own. Sultan's parents aren't giants, they are farmers. Their son decided to take the same route as his parents and has become a farmer himself. His height allows him to reach treetops and makes the general gardening tasks easier. Just imagine how easy it is for this guy to reach the ceiling to change a lamp. The thing that bothers Sultan the most is that it's darn hard for him to find clothes that would fit him. He can't exactly shop at the Gap. Going for those 45 inches long trousers, he simply will not find them in any existing retail outlet in the world. Also, the cars are too small for this guy. Doctors are looking after Sultan to make sure he's alright. In 2013, he got married to a woman named MEHRZAD, who happens to be twice smaller. By the way, what's your height, guys? I really want to know. Tell me your height in the comments. Let's see who's the tallest. And don't forget to press the like button, of course. I'll see you in the next video.